For the last 3 years, In Moments has been carrying out a study where we've been asking both brands and consumers about key customer experience trends to understand how important both brands and consumers see those different elements of how we see customer experience.
2016 was all about the year of the emotion, and we started to look at in 2017, does that still resonate? Is that really where we are connecting brands and customers? As we started to explore the idea of emotion, Forrester research had shown that an emotional connection with a brand was much more important in maintaining customer loyalty than even ease or effectiveness.
An emotion that perhaps has been seen as a bit traditional and a bit old-fashioned, just around satisfaction. So still satisfaction for both brands and consumers accounts for 40 to 50% of the first choice for what you need to prioritize. Other pieces around feeling special or feeling part of something important still should be a focus, but actually delivering against the basics, delivering against your brand promise and how your customers perceive that brand promise is what's really important.
Emotion is a very culturally rooted idea, and part of what we needed to understand was, global brands are delivered locally. What does emotion mean? And I'll be frank, I was fairly skeptical of the idea that emotion was a kind of global focus for businesses to engage with. We really started to look at what does emotion mean in markets other than the US that have that engagement with their business, and then do they also reap the same business benefits by connecting emotionally with their customers?
We've looked for years at anecdotes around that it takes five great experiences to try and recover one bad one. And we can understand that really clearly through the stories that consumers across the world are telling us, that if you fail to deliver against your promise, then you can really have an issue with trust. And if you have an issue with trust, then it can well mean that you've lost that customer forever. So the emotions that consumers use when they're talking about those negative experiences can often be about disappointment, frustration, disrespect. So disrespect is a real emerging theme and something that we see particularly in North America, and interestingly enough in Scandinavia as well, that if you fail to deliver against your promise, then consumers are feeling disrespected.
Research has also found that brands who connect well with their customers on an emotional basis are ahead at 26% in gross margin and 85% in sales. And so there's a very real business reason to attend to something that can seem a bit squishy. Emotion is a very difficult concept to embrace globally. But it's really important to do well, and I think what we're seeing both in our research and in other industry research is that there's a very big business benefit to being able to connect emotionally with your customers.